How many of you know a golfer that has this look through impact, the dreaded chicken wing? I could certainly name quite a few. It's a horrible look, it's a horrible feel, and more importantly, it's really inefficient. If we're moving an object and our arm is doing this versus our arm rotating, the speed element and what we produce into the club head is vastly different. Most of the time the chicken wing happens because of things that have happened prior to that moment of contact. So today we're going to talk through those issues, those causes, why it happens, and a neat fix. So one neat fix that you can go ahead and use as a practice swing stroke hitting drill that can really transform how your arm moves through the golf ball. Slices of this world, this will help you probably a lot too. And guys that struggle really hitting ground after the ball, it will help as well. So it'll help arm structure as well as the chicken wing look that we all hate and hate the feel of as well. So not many people can play good golf from there. There are a few. Lee Westwood has a slight chicken wing, if you want to call it that. But he does lots of other things that match up to that make it work. Now, why does it happen? Most of the time with most golfers it happens because the path or plane of the club is coming across the golf ball and the arm gets basically tightened in terms of our body and the shoulder and the elbow get into this shape because you haven't got room to rotate the arm. If that swing naturally went to the right, you'll see here how the handle rotates and the club head rotates and then the arm or elbow points more down. If I swing the arm this way, you'll see here how my arm automatically doesn't want to rotate. So the more I go to the right with my arm, the more it rotates. Now, you can obviously move too much to the right, too much from the inside can be as punishing as too much from the outside in terms of directional stuff. What we want to do really when we swing down is make sure that arm has that correct function. So we have to swing it on a decent angle, rotation, the arc, to be able to work correctly. Secondly, the other thing that can cause it to do this is the grip. So if we hold the club too much in the palm of the hand, what will happen, this elbow won't really want to work this way. It's more difficult. So the wrist will want to break down and the arm will go into this chicken wing shape as well. So the grip, and for me, the direction of the swing. And the last thing that can be an issue really with it is more conceptual. If we're really obsessed with just getting to the golf ball and we don't move our body, so the lead shoulder needs to move kind of up and around to create space and lengthen this arm. So if the lead shoulder's kind of here and the body's kind of down and static, we won't want to stretch and have the structure in the arms that we need also. So there's a few things. What I want to focus on today is how we can feel a fix. So I want you to take your club in your lead hand, make sure you grip it in your fingers. Take your trail hand and put it behind this lead elbow. Make a swing and feel the arm, your tricep, rotate. Nice and slowly, feel it rotate. And it kind of helps me, I've got my logo on my shirt here. So I want my logo to be rotating out of sight. And I'm also rotating my wrist and forearm as well. So the TaylorMade logo points more down towards the ground. Again, you could overdo this. If we over-rotate this but have a solid left wrist, we're going to close the face a little bit too much. So Bryson DeChambeau tries to supinate this arm to the max amount he can, because then he says it's more consistent. So he potentially holds the club a little bit weaker, supinates the arm to the max amount to get a consistent club face position at impact. It's quite clever. Moving things to the max range, and I've talked about this before in my videos, really helps us get consistent movement. And consistent movement gives us consistent shots. And even if the ball's moving more left to right than you want it, or more right to left than you want it, if you do it consistently, you can play with that and shoot great scores. So, simply we're going to do some practice swings, feeling this, then we're going to hit a couple of balls. And you notice when I'm doing this, I'm not thinking about my path or my arc, but because I'm just rotating my forearm and my elbow and my tricep, I'm getting a pretty natural circle to my swing without trying. When we put two hands on the club, sometimes things get a lot more complex and they get more tension. And we also get our shoulders in positions at address that don't feed the correct arc of the swing. So this is a very kind of natural, okay, this is how the club is swinging. Let's try a ball. It's quite tough, it feels heavy, but the key thing is I'm training the arm to move the way I want it to, and then I want to try and own that feel when I go and hit a shot afterwards. So let's do that. Initially, I'd keep the swing about 3/4-ish and build up. So again, good grip, feel that rotation. And that was really sweet and felt effortless. That word is overused probably, but that felt effortless. It felt like my arms were working on an arc and rotating as I'd want them to in the golf swing. We'd build that up. Let's talk about golf course process for this. So for me, golf course process, I'd probably do one practice swing, half swing, just feeling that in my arm movement, step into the golf ball, get comfortable, get that waggle on the go, then go ahead and hit the ball with the same feelings. Commit to every shot, have a feel or a thought, and commit. Stay in the shot, hold your finish, and enjoy the shot. If you hit a bad shot, have a 4 or 5 yard rule that you don't talk about it after the 4 or 5 yards. Don't get angry after the 4 or 5 yards, and move on. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please click like and share the video. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching my channel. Hope to see you back here real soon.